Rajinovich has been able to sort of dig out there and make it into a full field scrap.
12 seconds to go in the corner. Gutterding in behind the net. Jones watching him, gets his feet caught up. Gutterding off the crossbar. Loose ball available. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Blue Devils have to feel a bit snake bit here in the first quarter as that one is just fired toward the goal. Bruckner wayward with that one. And the combination of Boyer and the pipe holding the Blue Devils to just 1 goal here in the first quarter. Nick Ruby with a goal for Air Force to tie things up after Mitch Russell got the Blue Devils on the board with a man-up goal. 1-1 after one here in Durham. Got a great one. Blue Devils versus Falcons. A beautiful February afternoon where we are tied 1-1, Air Force and Duke. There you see the 10th meeting in the history of these two programs. The Blue Devils 6-3 advantage thus far, but Air Force with that 10-9 win in the most recent meeting. It was the first time that the Falcons had beaten the Blue Devils since 1975. They don't play an awful lot, so that stat can be a bit misleading. But nevertheless, a dramatic win for Air Force last go-around. And Kyle Rowe helping perhaps to prevent a similar result this afternoon. Wins that face-off for the Blue Devils. And Duke in business with the first possession of the second quarter.
Duke going to be looking here to get the first 6v6 goal of the season here. Both teams only scoring on man up in that first quarter, so we're yet to see an even strength goal.
First line midfield out there for the Blue Devils. Here is Smith trying to use the body and sends that one wide.
Not a bad shot there from Smith, getting down the alley to his left hand. And I'm sure the Duke coaches are probably pretty happy to at least see one fly by low and away than another one into the stick of the Air Force goalie.
Smith, another guy that went under the knife for the Blue Devils, had foot surgery in December. Losing his footing that time was Kevin Quigley. But the Blue Devils will retain possession. Here's Gutterding now with Brandon Jones watching him. Jones is so good. Gutterding's got him caught up a couple times on the net. That time Jones able to navigate it fairly well, but then slipped down. That one is kicked in front, it looked like, by Sean Levine before it ever got to Boyer. A shot nonetheless, though, and with Duke being closest to it after it crossed the line, the Blue Devils will retain possession. Wheeler, that time being tested as the short stick. That one is sent off cage. Backed up one more time by Gutterding. Really interesting first quarter and another minute and a half or so, Jack. Just actually been pretty clean lacrosse. Not a ton of balls on the ground.